Hey guys, and we're back. So we are going to get another message. This is gonna be a quick one because baby mama got something to do. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. Today is the 21st, Saturday the 21st. I think I'm gonna post, well, I was supposed to post 2 episodes on Facebook, but it done got too late and I got to go. Somebody got a deeper knowing for another life or something. It's time for a nap. Somebody is imagining this. Serendipity. Okay, so let's see. Loyal heart. Message in the bottle. So what's going on, Holy Spirit? We talking about 2 to see. We got 2 to see. Okay, I don't know what that means. Message in a bottle. Between worlds, round and round. This only like my second time using these cards, and I didn't like play with them before. Between worlds. Somebody wanted me to be between worlds when it comes to this serendipity. So we got 2 to see. Then we got the fates, peace. Ooh, and then we got higher power. I think this higher power, where I seen it. Hold on. I ain't want to have to read this book, but you know I like to be clear. I like to know what's going on. So we got 2 to see. Hold on. Okay. All right. So we got 2 to see. Bring in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. Okay. So 2 to see, feeling how things fit together, putting the pieces of the puzzle together. It was fated for me to put the pieces of the puzzle together. It was a natural form of events for me. The fates. It was fated. Fate, karma, acceptance. There are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are, okay? And I realized that it's just some things that you can't change. And then we got peace. Peace is essential freedom, attachments, radical acceptance. Oh, that's why I'm at peace, because I just realized that it's just some things that you can't change. Some things is just out of your control, and there's nothing you can do about it. It was a radical acceptance. Higher power. That's how I got connected to my higher self, discovered the God within me, and higher power. Consciousness contract with a higher power. When we just talked about this the other day, remembering the contract that you have with the Most High. The presence of the divine, period. Seeing source of energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit, period. That's how I got here, God damn it. I accepted the things that happened to me and what people did, the bullshit that I just accepted it. What am I be mad for? Glamour, intrigue, drama. Holding on way too tight. Yeah, period. And I realized that those titles that you give people, best friend, sister, mom, dad, brother, boyfriend, husband, that shit don't mean nothing if they not a part of your contract. Everybody not here for a lifetime. Some people is here for seasons, just to teach you a lesson. You learn that lesson, you apply it to your life, and then you move the fuck on. Death to the maiden. Ooh-wee. Invasion, boundaries, violated, dominance. These people violated my boundaries, invaded me. Because they wanted domination over me. They was holding on way too tight. That's why all these people was holding on to me like that. Holding on way too tight. Invading my boundaries because they wanted to hold on too tight. Glamoring people, trying to intrigue people to go along with their drama. All because somebody missed me. All because somebody missed me. And I see things clearly because I'm clairvoyant. And now it's a time for spirit once again. Your serenity is beautiful, period. The peace that I'm in is beautiful. That's why it's back off voodoo. That's what the higher power said. Like, this is too beautiful for me to let you karmics ruin her peace. It's a no. Remember, they tried to steal my joy, my peace. Remember, he was the thief of happiness, a thief of joy, period. That's why it's time for a treat for me. Because I did what was fated. I fulfilled my end of the contract, my end of the bargain. These people feel like it's a miracle that I got through all the spell work that they sent to me. The voodoo that the voodoo. Ooh, somebody playing in boo-boo. The voodoo that has to back off. These people can't believe it. They feel like it's a miracle. Count your blessings. Period. That's all I was worried about. That's why I get to heal after this heartache. Because I continue to show gratitude. It's time for a change, to learn something new. Use technology with wisdom. And here we are on Do You Believe in Magic? Ooh-wee. Story time, now streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and occasionally on TikTok. Back off, voodoo. Something happening at dawn, breaking dawn. These people was stifled, bored, and stuck. These three, what's it called? The Power Bluff girls, the three wicked sisters. It's time to be brave because they finding out that the natural world needs me. These people was intoxicated. They had a distorted view that made them overindulge, and they was working hard on it. These ghost people, fearless ghost and the haunted girl, these people tried to make me haunted. That's what they was working hard on, sending me ghosts and demons and spirits. Yeah, now and I still aloha healing. Now they trying not to lose hope. Please don't lose hope. They trying to calm the chaos because my ancestors is here. It's an important end for a new beginning. The signs are there with you. The signs are there to be seen. Pay attention. Something about a stranger. Something with strange love. Love is strange. It's a powerful energy shift. Guidance. But where would it lead you? Magical. Guidance, but where would it lead you? Magical space clearing time. Got these hoes about my energy. I cut them the fuck off. Mama, daddy, sister, brother, granny, grandpa. I don't care who the fuck you is. Like I said, and I'm gonna continue to say, if my kids was older, I would have cut their asses off too. It would be me and only me. Okay. It's a collision of belief styles and attitudes. People's energies is clashing. Because something was a wonderful idea. It was an aha moment. That was the aha moment for me to get rid of these people. Hello, message. The past is trying to return to a time. For a time, not a past trying to return for a time. Because they want to know how to go through a death and a rebirth. They want to know how to transition to the spirit realm. Then we just see that in the first spread. They want to know how I did it. They want me to teach them how to get connected to the higher power, to the Most High God. I'm always dressed for alchemy. That's why these people got to release their power. They grip. Remember, they was holding on too tight. They gotta let go. They gotta release this power because I'm having powerful personal growth. It was now they finding out it was a tempting offer at a high price because what goes around comes around, and that's the fates. These people was trying to find a clear solution to how they can have sweet memories. That's all they was doing, and they figured it was this ancient wisdom that they had to steal. Whole time, only thing you got to do is be your motherfucking self. Be yourself. And don't give a fuck how nobody else feel about how you feel about yourself. Don't nobody else opinion matter but yours. What anybody else got going on don't got nothing to do with you. Okay? So I think we just gonna get one of these for the overall energy transition to the spirit realm. These people, because they was invading my boundaries and trying to dominate me. Please don't lose hope. Please don't lose hope. Somebody don't want me to lose hope in them. Child. Guidance. But where would it lead you? I tried to lead the horse to the water. And them motherfuckers didn't want to drink. They didn't want it. What's the overall energy? Let me get... Okay. So we got Poe. Time for change. Learn something new. Use technology and gadgets with wisdom. I tried to lead all these people. I wanted everybody to come along with me. I tried to hit everybody onto God. And because I wasn't talking about church or the Bible or whatever, nobody wanted to join along. Nobody wanted to be a part of my plan, okay? Ghost people. And then we got, from death comes with rebirth in the reverse. So whatever you think you trying to do, you trying to change something, learn something new, you want to know how I did it, you want to stay connected to me, it's a no. Because you sent these ghost people after me. You will not be going through a death and a rebirth. Your death will be a death. There will be no rebirth after your death. Okay. So we got ghost people, faceless ghosts, and the haunted girl. Whoever these faceless ghosts thought they was in my life, orchestrating for things to affect me negatively so that they can come up and win. It's looking like a Look at this. See, that's the only thing about wearing your natural hair. Child, the humidity be humidian in it. Whatever. A Cancer is finding out that I'm a divine being, or she already knew this, or she's finding out what it means to be divine, why I'm divine, and she can't run or escape what she did because my access not blocked, or she wasn't expecting for hers to be blocked for coming for me, or whoever this Cancer is. This is going on right now. Somebody finding out about an entity attachment, either that they did this to me, or why they wanted me to have it, or that they have it, and that they feel like they not lucky. They didn't know that I was an earth angel. Maybe they didn't know that I was lucky. Somebody ain't no cool guy no more because they was addicted to something. People don't see somebody as a cool guy no more. So let's see. Because he just was manipulating everybody, lying, being deceitful, being a trickster, being the shapeshifter that he is. The candle magic is returning back to them. They wanted my love life and my finances blocked, and that's what's going on for them. And that's for any relationship. Work relationships, family relationships, friends, children, whatever. Yeah, somebody, I forget what the last card is. Somebody, I'm in alignment, somebody is balanced. Okay, one more shuffle. Oh, I'm balanced. That's why they can't steal. That's why they can't steal from me. So let's see what's going on. What we talking about here today in spiritual court. Do you believe in magic? Of course. He's never too far behind. Somebody is not a leader. Somebody is not a good father figure. They will do anything by means necessary to get what they want. This backwards ass emperor, he's the copycat. His ancestors is not fucking with him. And he expected that, I guess. Or he expected for me to take a love offer. And now he finding out that he can't lie to me. That's why I'm not sick. That's why I'm not isolated. These people didn't want me to be a role model. Now their access is blocked. They wasn't expected for me to heal. What we talking about, Holy Spirit? They wasn't expecting for me to heal. Never been hostile, never been mad, never been an angry person. If I was mean, angry, or nasty, or rude to you, it's because you deserved it. I'm not hostile. I'm extra. They didn't know. They didn't know I'm extraterrestrial. They didn't know that they would have legal issues. And that they wouldn't be seen as high honor. That they would actually be seen as backwards as fuck and get the soul contract revoked. And that they wouldn't be able to set me up. They wouldn't have never invested with these people. They wouldn't have never agreed to trying to change me if they knew that I was chosen. They should have showed gratitude. I was never sending this person the evil eye. I was never playing mind games with him. I was never trying to trick him. Somebody got knowledge of that. And they didn't give him the message of concern. That he should not evil eye me, that he should not try to play with me, trick me, and confuse me because of my knowledge, because of what I know, because I know when you're lying. They didn't tell him that part. They didn't tell him that, remember? They didn't tell him that. They didn't tell him that part before he traveled. He should have did his motherfucking research. Or now he looking into why he getting fucked up like this. Because he can't avoid what he did. He can't throw his karma off on somebody else. He can't do no spell work to cleanse his energy. He can't call on his ancestors to protect him for what's coming back to him. Because it's his energy. Where else is it going to go? That's why you can't run. That's what you get. Surprise! Surprise, surprise. He didn't know that I was abundant. He's surprised to find out that I'm the bag. That I'm the divine being. Me too. Don't hold me. Don't hold me. Me too. I can't. Okay? This guy here. He wouldn't have never treated me like trash. If he knew that he wouldn't be able to turn me toxic, turn me karmic, if he would have knew my spiritual rank. If he would have knew that I was a beta, he wouldn't have never, like I said, he wouldn't have never took their money to go around slandering and lying and defaming my character. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. Awakening. Somebody is awakening to why this person was infatuated with me. It's because he was in cahoots with this secret society, magic flinging, wand throwing family of magic throwers. And somebody bothered as fuck that somebody is not a nice guy, or this nice guy ain't being nice no more, because they covered up something when they got a reading done, something about a court case, or they tried to cover it up, or they trying to cover up people talking about this court case. But that shit is not gonna go nowhere. Things is balancing out when it comes to these ops going around saying that I had this entity attachment, and that I was the lust monkey, and that I was backwards as fuck, and that I was a Jezebelian. They magic ain't working no more. They can't do rituals on people. Remember, once you see what's going on, the magic don't work no more. So that's why they can't do magic anymore, because it's people are illuminated to the truth thanks to me. And it got somebody in their thoughts that I'm not heartbroken about them, that they couldn't break my heart, that what they did didn't break my heart. This fake ass lover that they hired, he couldn't get the job done because I don't do too much. That's why the voodoo is returning back. He wasn't expecting for me to get tired of his bullshit and move on from him. Bullshit after only a couple months. The fact, listen, Linda. If I would have met him by any means other than through my cousin, who I thought was somebody at the time, it wouldn't have lasted. That first day, our first date, let me say, we went to get massages, and after that we got food, and then after that we went back to his house, and we was chilling, watching TV or whatever, and he really thought, he tried it. He thought we was finna get it in, and it was a fuck no for me. Like, I mean, the amount of now knowing what I know, when I look back, it's like, oh, he's definitely a demon. That would explain it, because he was so thirsty. Okay, the way I had to push his face, okay, because he could not stop, like he was searching, like a dog searching for a fucking bone. Okay, swore on my kids. It was like, well, and then he was like licking all the, like through the time. At that moment, I'm like, this nigga nasty as fuck. Like, what if I don't clean the inside? You know, people don't clean the inside of their ears. What if I didn't clean the inside of my ears? And you just like overly just, it reminded me of this guy in high school, and it was just a total, after that day, if I didn't meet you through, it would have been over that day. I swear to God, I would not have talked to you past that day. But me being me, and me being a nice person, and me thinking, oh, this is my cousin friend. Remember the friend that he finally let me talk to one? Of course I could talk to the bum ass nigga who throws magic and takes people out for a living, right? Anywho, the one friend I'm thinking, I'm gonna give him another chance. Let me be nice, you know? Maybe he was just a little excited or something. I don't know. Period. Period poo. Period poo. I'm not heartbroken. Me, the divine feminine, I'm not heartbroken. Somebody was doing love spells, or they thought I did a love spell on them. They thought I was doing love spells for stability, and that's how I got my money. They thought that I glamored people, and I did beauty magic and spell work to make people like me, to make people be drawn to me, that attention, that affection that he so desperately searches for in everybody that he meets. He thought that I did magic like him, this copycat. And now he's finding out, like, no, I actually treat everybody like that. I be nice to people because I'm a good person, unless you do something to me. And he thought that he had me wrapped around his finger once again because I was being nice to him. Nobody's, I guess, ever been nice to him. Nobody's actually ever maybe genuinely liked him. Why would I, for what reason would I have to meet you and treat you shitty? Is that not weird? If you're always doing the same thing in every relationship, or it always ends up the same way, I'm pretty sure the problem is you. Every time something happens, you think somebody cheating. They ain't never even cheated on you before. I'm not talking about the people who be cheating and then be expecting for it to go away and the girl not to be triggered or whatever. Some people be overdoing it. I'm not talking to you either. But like, you know, if you find yourself, you and your partner arguing about the same thing over and over, maybe you should heal that so there will be no problems. And maybe once you heal, you'll heal past the person who you were trauma bonding with. Let that shit go. Learn what the fuck you supposed to learn so you can move the fuck on. So that next relationship won't turn out like the last one because you did the inner work, you healed. So now this next relationship, now it may be another lesson, but it won't be the one you just learned. It'll be a new one. And then you get better. The little stair step we always see, that's leveling up spiritually. It's learning your lessons, healing. You have to heal first in order to learn something. Going through destruction. They didn't know I had spiritual gifts. They didn't know they wouldn't be able to buy me. They didn't know that I wasn't doing glamour spells. They didn't know. They didn't know that they would be going through destruction. For working with this backwards ass family. People, this family told this person to be guarded to me. Don't treat her right. Remember, they told him to be nasty to me, that I wasn't special. She's just fake shit. Maybe they told him that I'll do love spells and that I'll be glamoring myself. And that he shouldn't fuck with me. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But that's what you get for listening to other people. Why didn't you ask me? I would ask some shit like that. You got me fucked up like, hey man, your family said you be doing love spells. Is that true? Do you? Do you know what that shit is? I mean, of course, I've never ran into nobody who talked about magic before. But if somebody in their family told me that that's what they do, I'm definitely asking. Remember, I'm going to pull your whole card every time. And I really don't need to hear what you're saying. I just need to see how you react to my question. And that's going to be my answer, whether you do or not. The big fat dummy thought it was a good idea to listen to these haters in this family. The whole time I was genuine and authentic. The whole time I was really fucking with them. And he found out that they said all of that because they were just jealous and envious. Of course. I'm not the jealous and envious one. They said I was, and he found out that was a lie too. That was a lie too. He ain't getting no reward. He ain't getting no present. He ain't getting no gifts. He wasn't expecting to be exposed, or he ain't getting what he was promised. He wasn't expecting to be exposed for working with this mama. Well, somebody is trying to be optimistic. They was optimistic that they could bind me. They trusted. They trusted. Fuck optimism. They trusted. Okay? What's the family here? I said, what's the family here? Okay, these cards were already down. The family is this old dirty bastard here, this Aquarius that they hired to come for me, the traveler, remember? To make me hostile, to make me emotional, to make me imbalanced, to make me only be focused on him so that I won't be worried about my mission, thinking about God. What am I supposed to be doing with my life? Oh, I've lost everything since I've met him. They didn't want me to focus on that. Just focus on being in love with this fake ass, impersonating ass divine masculine so we can steal in the background. This family worked with this hired lover, like I said, every time, every video, same shit, to emotionally manipulate me, and it's a no. That's why they're not getting this fortune, or so that I didn't get mine. They was addicted to doing this. They was addicted to trying to attach things to me. And here I am, still not crazy. Remember the haunted faces, ghosts, and the haunted girl, that ghost people, they was sending these ghosts to me, these demons. Somebody jump a ship because they can't trap me. Somebody is obsessed. Maybe they jump a ship because they feel like this person is just obsessed. A backwards ass Scorpio. He obsessed with emotionally manipulating me and just won't admit to, what did we see earlier? He won't admit to, like, it's just not going to happen. Somebody can't heal something. That mean they ain't successful. He can't heal what he did to me. He can't heal the situation and be able to come back. I ain't mad at you. I forgive you. But you have got to stay over there. Okay? I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. He wasn't successful at making me karmic. Because I'm not materialistic. I'm not superficial. I'm not pretentious. They knew that about me. If they would have told him this. Remember, they didn't give him the message. If they would have told him that I wasn't materialistic and superficial, then he wouldn't have worked with these people. Somebody was obsessed with a soulmate contract. Look, hit the other piece of the puzzle. Look, didn't we just say that earlier? Putting the pieces of the puzzle together. So hit the other one, the Gemini. Remember, this Gemini wanted this soul contract. That's what she was obsessed with. He was obsessed with trapping me so he can blow his bitch up and get my half of our twin flame union contract. He thought he was going to steal my part, put her in my place, and get the abundance pack with the blow up crackhead bitch. So here this Gemini now. That's the other piece of the puzzle. I'm sure the Aries going to come out sooner or later. I got to go. Yeah. But trying to make me backwards, wanted me to be seen as backwards, or this Gemini is a backwards ass, dirty magic throwing, evil lying, love spell throwing, obsessed So we got this Aquarius that worked with this family, this person that traveled. He traveled for all these people, meaning, remember that savings card that we be seeing? They all put their money together to hire them. Remember that M for hire people I've been seeing that in the timeline lately. So they hired him. They all put their money together to hire him to travel here, to do this magic on me, right? They was obsessed because they were obsessed. Everybody, all these people were obsessed with my soulmate union and me not getting it, okay? So they wanted to bind me. Somebody glamored this cult and made them seem like they was good people. Now they finding out that they big fat fake phonies and that I was never an op to them. This impersonator. That's what he finding out. Okay, so let's see. Let's just do this. This Jezebel, exactly. So here we go with this Gemini. This Gemini wanted me to be backwards, or she didn't listen to her intuition about a backwards ass Sagittarius. She didn't listen to her intuition that he was karmic as fuck. Let's be clear. The Sagittarius that she's fighting me over is a karmic. Low vibrational. Trouble. Okay? So she didn't know that she would be struggling, that she wouldn't be able to cause me to struggle, to put me in poverty. She didn't know that I was an angel. That's why she didn't know that she wouldn't be able to do this magic on me. Somebody rejected her. Or I rejected somebody because I'm not a lust monkey. That's why I'm not sick. Because I rejected this person before he was able to infect me with a disease. Somebody was committed to a narcissist that didn't want me to be a rising star. They didn't want this person to be in, somebody wanted to marry this narcissist. This Gemini wanted to marry this narcissist. This Sagittarius, this backwards ass Sagittarius, he's a covert narcissist, okay? A covert. Google it. A covert narcissist. This person is blindly optimistic, careless, irresponsible, and superficial. The opposite, remember, it came out that I'm not superficial, materialistic, and pretentious. This Sagittarius is. This Gemini wanted to marry this narcissist. She didn't want me to rise because she didn't want us to come into union. Our divine contract, the soulmate union, remember? Right. So that's why she did the magic on me to keep me stuck. Because she didn't want, if I'm doing good and I'm rising and my chakras is beaming, then if you with me, your money gonna grow. You gonna start to feel better. You gonna start to look better. You gonna have more energy. You gonna be, you gonna feed, the energy is, I mean, what can I say? So that's why she didn't want me to be great. Because she didn't want him to be great. Because she need him to be karmic to be with her. This her right here. She's a business owner. If you Google what is the meaning of an empress in the tarot deck, she's a businesswoman. That's why she comes out as backwards. Or they worked with this raggedy ass mama that's a part of my family. The other Migo. She was lusting. This her backwards ass. They was all lusting. A backwards ass. Oh. Or maybe this Gemini could be his cracked out wife. It's one of these pick-me assholes. They was lusting. Whoever this backwards ass, they wanted me to be backwards. Because they knew that people would lust after me if I stood in my power. Because I'm divine. That people would, they didn't want people to admire me. They didn't want people to see me. They tried to hide me and keep me hidden. So that's why they wanted to attach this entity to me. So that I would turn up. So that I would choose money, be materialistic, be greedy. They wanted to, lust. You can lust after anything. You can lust after money. You can lust after food. Whatever you put, it's a strong desire to have something. So if you always worried about money, always worried about money, always worried about money, how I'm going to get money, I got to get that. That's a lack mindset because you're lusting after money. So the more you want it, the less of it you're gonna have. The more you try, I'm saving. I ain't spending my money. You got to put it out in order to get it back. They wanted me to be an op. Remember, they already told everybody that I was an op. 3211 on the clock. This is why they did all of this. They wanted people to see me as an op. These people was working for the ops, and here I am still in alignment, regardless of the boo-boo doo-doo that they done threw at me. Oh, they wanted me to be an op because they knew that I was in alignment for this judgment. For this soul contract, for what was left to me. Some legal proceedings, somebody trying to balance something out with what's going on in the courthouse. They doing spell work over the court case, over the judge, over the clerk of courts, over the attorney, over the lawyer. They doing spell work on something in the courthouse. And they trying to cover up that somebody is not a nice guy. And it was an illusion that somebody concealed that somebody wasn't a nice guy. And it got somebody bothered as fuck. That they got in cahoots with this this guy he's literally a psychopath. Like, he's literally like, what's another word for crazy? He's like a serial killer, spiritually. Somebody that they was in cahoots with is, they find me attractive, and it's causing them to go through an awakening about a backwards ass Leo who they thought had spiritual rank. They finding out that I'm the spiritual rank now. And he not believing they lies. He not believing they gossip about me. He can see for himself that I'm divine and that I'm not the toxic one. They didn't want him to know what what the pathway was, and somebody wasn't able to project on somebody because they not their sibling. They can't bribe this person. I just seen that earlier. I didn't say it though. They finding out, when the soulmate card flipped in the reverse, they finding out that this ain't really my family. That's why they can't project on me, because they know that we already, remember, he watching, whoever this guy is. Maybe he not being nice no more. I don't know. But yeah, the energy work is returning back to them. They finding out that these really not my family members. Somebody didn't know that I was independent, intelligent, and fearless. Now things is changing because he watching and he finding out the truth. Let's not forget these people are only mad because people know the truth now. They can't lie anymore. That's the spell work. That's the magic. Remember, once you see what's going on, the magic don't work no more. That's the lying, the slander, and the gossip, the spell work, the projections. So now this Cancer was telling this person all these nasty things about me, and now they're not believing it, or they don't believe it. They finding out that I'm really in alignment, and that this person was just lying and talking shit. That's it. All right, let's get out of here. And that I'm not fake, I'm not phony. Now they mask is ripped off. This Cancer, somebody got access, I got access, and somebody else don't. Access, what's the access? They knew I had access, and they didn't want people to know that I was of high honor, because they knew that then they would want to be my friend. We just seen this with the Divine Feminine, or what was the card? The Divine Feminine card. Whatever we just seen, where they didn't want people to admire me. They didn't know about something in the court case. They didn't know that they would have legal issues. They didn't know my spiritual rank. They didn't know my ancestors would be on that ass. They didn't know that I had access. They didn't know that I was of high honor. They wouldn't have never abused me. They didn't know that I was a healer. A soulmate, they didn't want this person to awaken to our soul contract, to our union, to our abundance pact. Somebody not sick. They leaving somebody. They wasn't able to isolate me. Somebody, I'm not sick. They getting karma. I'm not sick, and these people is getting karma. This other woman, all these other women. Because something is not theirs. It's not their fate. It's not their fortune. It's not their future. It's not their star. It's not their destiny. It's not yours. You tried to take my shit from me. And then you mad at me because I'm standing on my shit and I ain't letting you take my shit. Nigga, you got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. That's why they can't buy me. I'm not demonic. I'm not low vibrational. I don't indulge in toxicities. That's why they wasn't able to change me. And that concludes the message here in Spiritual Court today with Judge Her, aka Daisy, aka Rachel, and whatever, if that's even my real name. Thanks for tuning in, tapping in, and I will catch you guys on the next one.